What ends up happening is they take you to a place to get your clothes and everything because they don't let you use your own clothes. And they pick you out some clothes that will fit you. And I happen to be on the smaller side, and they're like, oh, you have to have the smallest clothes. There was a very small arrangement, very small number of clothes that would actually fit my size. And so they got that out, and then they said, let's take you to the beach. And at this time, I didn't know my name, so because they were going to make it up, and they told me that they would make it up later. So no, I didn't pick Dale out. I went to the beach, and we just did a nonchalant interview. They said, we're just going to ask you questions. We just want you to answer them on the spot, on the moment. I said, okay. And they said, like, if you can do some tricks, that's great. So I did that. We shot that. So that was how that started. And then we went back to the Sean Cody studios, and we went to the building. And this is when I got a little nervous. I just had to do a solo scene. So we had the solo scene. They said the same thing. We're going to sit you down on this bench, and we're just going to ask you to do some things, and you just have to respond, and you can make up whatever persona you want. But I kept mine pretty much who I was, not a lot of it. I'm actually not an acrobat. I can't tumble, but I can do everything else. And we sat there, and they have you do your scene. You think that it would be easy, but there's all of these people watching you, and again, for some reason, everyone that worked there was gorgeous, and they sat around watching you. I had a really hard time. On top of it, I got sick, so I was coughing in between takes. I was not feeling well, and they were so nice and so patient. It took me 4 hours to do a jack-off scene. That is how long it took. They were really nice, really patient. We shot it, and what's interesting is they tell you what to do, and then they just take out their voices. So some of the stuff, it's like you would do it naturally. Some of the stuff I just do naturally because I like it, but they'd be like, oh, can you do this more? Can you do X more? So I did that, and then the next day we came back and basically did it again. They also took me out to dinner both days. I got to meet some of the other models. They were really nice, most of the models. Some of the models were, you can always tell we went to dinner how people treat their servers, right? There was one model that I was like, you're not a very nice person. Like, you don't have to be rude about it. But nonetheless, it was an interesting experience to be surrounded by these gorgeous men. I did my solo, and I was like kind of excited about it and kind of nervous. And they told me again after it was done, they were like, okay, so we have the footage. You're going to get paid no matter what. We don't know if we'll end up using it, but just know that, if it does come out, it'll be in a month, and you will find out what your name is. I was like, okay. So I got to stay in the hotel. I got driven around until I left, and it was actually really amazing. It was the first time that I actually felt like a celebrity. It was weird because no one knew who I was, but I had a car, I had a driver, and I happened to get a really nice hotel. Just so you guys know, I don't know if it's like that anymore because I did Sean Cody a long, long time ago. So fast forward about a month later, I get a message that my video is coming out. Oh my gosh.